Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Yeah, been a bit. Don't think I didn't stream at all last weekend, I think. Also, hello Nate, hi, I see you there in chat. How you doing? That'll be $350. That'll be $350. No, there's a no kitty lips emoji, penalty. Hey, Chonka, you doing good? How am I? How am I? I'm doing all right. I'll say Megaman, how you doing? How you doing? I was, basically, so what I was doing, I was going through the process of getting back out into nullsec and EVE Online so I can start doing that again. Because I haven't done that in a while. Because I was...
Warning.
Oh. Hey, Battle Brother Maximus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. I was, getting back into Null. I'm back out there now. As you can see, we have the standard issue OPSEC on the screen. That's why parts of the screen are blurry. If it looks like it, like that's information I have to cover up. If you never watched someone play EVE Online out in Null, that's like people don't see your chats, don't see where you're located, don't see your, don't see your local chat, that kind of stuff. It's all part of the process. But I'm gonna get to doing stuff, and I'm also gonna yap while doing it, because unless I'm actually shooting something, this is even sometimes when I'm shooting something, this is kind of a low intensity game. Kind of one of the reasons I like streaming it. How's the frame rates and everything on your all's end? Everything good? Because I remember when I would have this Gaussian blur effect on my screen before, I wouldn't be able to stream this because it was too much for my CPU. Okay. Good from your end? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna head toward system I targeted. Because I'm doing exploration today out here because, well, I feel like it. And we disappear. Everything looks good to you? Alright, that's good. Well, on the topic of stuff to discuss, how about that, how about the aiming community? How about, I'm sorry, yeah, the, y'all can't see me, quote tweeting, or not quote tweeting, doing finger quotes, but the aiming community, also known as rampant fucking cheaters. They thought they could just waltz into a new game cheating their ass off because fucking Activision let them get away with it in COD or whatever the fuck game they play. Like actual fucking clowns. Like, where the fuck are we as a society that we're now just like seeing people rampantly aimbot in FPS games, and it's just like, oh, no, that's the aiming community. They're part of the aiming community. They're aiming. It's like, no, they're fucking not. No, they are fucking not. They are not aiming. They are using an aimbot. They are hacking the game. They are cheating. There are... That's cool. Oh, no, it was too far away for me to look. Shit. There's a couple of capital ships out there. I want to take a look at them, but yeah, too far away to look at. Is this no, this is not the place.
Warp drive active.
Oh, there's one. Still too far away to look at. They're just coping idiots. Yeah, exactly. You happy they're getting called out by Battlefield players? I mean, yeah, 'cause apparently the cheating problem is so rampant, like the aimbotting problem is so rampant in other FPSs, that they just do this, and they get no pushback for it. And then now they've built up this idea that they know how to play an FPS when they are literally just cheating. Wait, hold on. Air daily goal, complete 3 jumps, what the shit? All right, hold on. I will check that out in a sec.
Drive active.
I'm gonna get to a safe spot. Oh, right. What the shit is this? Apparently just completing 3 jumps is a potential thing you can do to get a daily reward in this. That is something. I may be scanning enough shit. I'll just do this manually. All right. Nope. No, we don't want full screen. We want it floating. There. All right. All right. Let's send out the drones. Not the drones. The probes. Well, yeah, welcome for those who never watched me play Eve. Welcome to probing gameplay. This is basic. Okay, for those who don't know what I'm doing, this is basically the fishing minigame. All right, disappear again. Let's be honest, if you cheat, you're just a massive pussy that's not willing to play better in the game. Yes, exactly. Also, Adamantine King 37, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing? I just fucked up the view. Damn it. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's funny too, because one of them tried jumping down my throat, you know, about my own Battlefield gameplay, how, well, you suck at Battlefield, haha. It's like, oh yeah, I suck at Battlefield, but holy shit, at least I'm not cheating, you know? I'd rather be openly awful at the game than cheat to try to get ahead. Like, holy shit. Commissar Clawcrumpa, hello. Been quite a few years since I've been done Eve probing. I like to do Eve probing. It's a fun way to get away from, you know, circle strafing a haven out here in Nullsec and earning some money. I think the comparison to the fishing game is actually really fucking apt. Like, this is just a fishing minigame. You're fishing for wreckage and other stuff. Never played Eve before. It looks sort of complicated. Eve is one of those games where you can figure out the controls in like 10 minutes. But learning all the systems therein, I've been playing since 2009, and is it 2009? Yeah, February 2009. Been playing since February 2009. Even I haven't figured everything out. It's fucking crazy. Still love the hell out of it. It's a game that scratches a very particular itch that no other game really does. I think the closest I can get to it is Star Sector. And even that's, like, doesn't get the multiplayer thing in. Like, you know, being able to be in fleets of, like, hundreds of people is, like, a lot of fun. But you really got to be, like, brave enough to find that content. Because it's all PvP with real, palpable loss if you fuck up. February 2009, that's a story for the grandkids. Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot. All right. Dedicated central... Okay. Warp to within 10.
Warp drive active.
There ain't no neutrals in this system. I can uncloak. And yeah, this is the this is my my main exploration ship, the Tiamat. It is a Tengu class strategic cruiser. And I love it to bits. It will probably get blown up on me at some point, but you know, that's just the way the turntables. Oh. Okay. Just checking my intel programs, keeping an eye on dudes in my area. Also saw your King of the Monsters retweet, and you're correct about Godzilla tourists, since I've seen idiot fans on Wikizilla and Toho Kingdom go through mental gymnastics to try to claim it's a bad movie. Godzilla King of the Monsters was literally peak fiction, and it was brought low at the box office by retard critics who hated it for doing everything they wanted Godzilla 2014 to do that movie did. And then, you know, Godzilla fans just hate it because it's not Japanese. Oh, hello. There it is. Local man with dyscalculia unironically likes the hacking minigame in EVE Online. Name a more ironic thing. Guy who's brain retarded with numbers and symbols likes the hacking minigame and actually likes to partake in it. I've got my 8 high-grade Turn A Gundam today. I'm halfway done with it so far. I need to finish up Physalis. I've been meaning to stream finishing up Physalis, but I kind of just want to get it done and not put my hobbying on hold strictly for streams, you know? All right, now we'll continue to the next one. But yeah, what we're doing here, we are hacking into these objects, breaking in and stealing the valuable data within, which is used for the crafting economy. I'll read chat in a moment. Shit. Motherfucker. All right. I'm fucked. Yeah, I fucked that up. I fucked that up hard. All right, let's try it again. All right, already doing better. Already doing way better. That was not so bad. Shit. Alright, yeah. Go on to that. There we are. Where's the next one? So we're gonna go to this one because it's closer. Just accidentally clicked off the stream and to come back only to get a shit-looking AI-generated ad for a car rental app. Jesus, man, I'm sorry. I think there might be a way to control what kind of ads I get on YouTube, but knowing YouTube settings, they're just gonna be like, you know, oh hey, we're just gonna hit you with those ads anyway. Oh, no, you're on Twitch, my bad. Okay, then I really can't control it. Twitch doesn't let me control my own fucking ads half the time. King of the Monsters' only drawback was the human characters. Honestly, I will fight that accusation until the end of time. The human characters were not only perfectly fine, they were actually good. Wow, they're giving me a lot of these right now. What's the catch? Oh, there it is. All right, who's closest now? Okay, now we go to you. Okay. People think King of the Monsters is a bad movie, lack the capacity to understand quality. Yeah. I mean, listen, the main reason King of the Monsters got so much flack from critics was because it wasn't MCU slop. If it had been MCU slop, they would have been praising it up and down. Because, you know, yeah, because, again, MCU slop. Music was peaking, King of the Monsters. Yeah, fucking Bear McCreary doing the OS soundtrack. Reminds me of another one. Another thing. I was watching. I was rewatching. Fucking. What's that one called? The Wandering Earth on the Discord server last night with Millie, who hadn't seen it before. And that's one I might actually. That's a series I might actually do a video on because it's a really good, duo of films. And I feel like people sleep on it because it's, it's a Chinese film. But it's like, yeah, it's Chinese, but it's actually good. I don't care what country makes a movie as long as the movie is good. And I'm not being proselytized to. Yeah, because it is not like a propaganda kind of film. Like the guy who made the movie is the guy who wrote the book the movie's based on is the guy who did the Three-Body Problem. If you've ever read the Three-Body Problem, you know the author of that book has a very dim view of the Chinese government. The Three-Body Problem book and TV show adaptations open up with scathing ridicule of Chinese communism. Oh, are you kidding me? You're gonna need that. Wandering Earth is mainly good because the author is based. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Beaumont. How goes it? I had my first taste of painting Emperor's Children trim for the commission. Dear God in heaven, it's gonna be hell. Man, that's just chaos as a whole. Really. Painting chaos is just like that. It's like, it's one of the reasons I'm kind of glad I'm a loyalist. Chaos has a lot of trim you gotta paint, and I mean a lot of trim. Like, even by Warhammer standards. I think this is the last, yeah, this is the last one before we can go scan another one. But yeah, no, the Wandering Earth movies is something I want to do a video on. That and how much I hate Elysium. Because holy shit, I hate Elysium. I've gone on about Elysium a lot on stream, but I want to actually put my thoughts onto a fucking video because goddamn, that's just goddamn, that movie is bad. Alright, time to lock in. Really? Oh, that makes it better. So does that actually. I'm falling for that. Alright, now I think I know where it is. It's right, yep. Really? Fucking third... whatever. Alright. Elysium vid sounds like fun. Listen, listen, it's just gonna be like 20 minutes of me going on and on and on about how the plot is absolute dog shit, but it's got, like, legitimately excellent visual effects and technical design. That's basically all it's gonna be. But I'll fucking do it, I don't care. Alright, drop you. Save spot. Worked 70k off.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's get the map open. Start scanning. What are we going after next? Go after you. You look like you might be something potentially worthwhile. Yeah, you have lots and lots of trim to paint. Also, have you seen Alien Romulus? Thinking about renting it. I have not seen it. I've heard a lot about it, though. I've heard it is not as good. It is not a good Alien film, but it is better than Prometheus and Covenant, which is not honestly hard to do. And I heard it's extremely referential to other films to the point of almost being cringe-inducing. But it apparently does decanonize Prometheus and Covenant. So I'm okay with that because I hate those movies. I mean, Prometheus and Covenant are really just fucking Ridley Scott being mad that the alien lore got away from him in all the intervening years and wanted to wrest control of it again. But it's like, listen, man, you had a lot of good alien lore you had to deal with. You weren't going to replace that no matter how good the movies were. Especially considering you botched the lore of the original Alien in your attempt. So yeah, you fucked up your original film trying to make it like better lore or something. Relic site. Okay. Let's... Battle Dad? Hey, listen. Nah, that is bullshit. I'm not a father. Listen, I knew years ago I'd make a shit father, so just be like, nope, not even gonna bother. So no, I am in fact not a battle dad. That said, battle dad is hardly a pejorative. I respect them a hell of a lot more than the fucking aiming community and their rampant aimbots. Alright. Ain't no one in system, so we're just gonna decloak. There's a video right there. Would love to hear your opinions on the Alien franchise. My opinions on the Alien franchise are kind of complicated just because I'm one of those weirdos who inserts a lot of things unrelated to it into the Alien franchise just because it's like, I think it's cool. Like, you know, like the references to fucking oh, what's it called? Blade Runner. You know, like references to Blade Runner in there, because I'll just toss that in there just because I like Blade Runner. Ooh, excuse me. All right. No, that's okay. Motherfucker. Oh, come on. Okay, you know, fuck it. I'm going to get... Okay. It's on the other side of that, isn't it? God damn it. All right, this'll help. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Try again. Oh, come on. I fucked this one up. Oh, I really fucked this one up. Okay, yeah, nah, that's a wash. All right. Wait, hold on. Someone's been to this one. Wow, what an ass. Someone has been to this site already, looted it, and didn't complete it. What a fucker. Nullsec Alliance Etiquette 101. Finish your fucking data and relic sites. I haven't seen Romulus yet. Not sure if you will. I'd say, even as somebody who hasn't watched it yet, but wants to, I'd say even if you don't like it, it's not going to hurt like trying to watch Prometheus or Covenant. Or even Alien 3 for that matter. Even if you don't like it, it's harmless. It's going to be harmless. That's really what it boils down to. Come on. Okay, there it is. All right. All right, to the next one. Yeah, Cosmic. It's not going to be like, you know, it's not going to be like a horrible experience. It'll just be like, eh. If you don't like it, it's going to be kind of the movie you're just like, eh, I don't like it all that much. You know, you're not going to feel like you've been like, you know, had your dog shot or something because it was so bad. It won't be like that. Thoughts on Alien 3? Alien 3 was never going to be good just because of how bad it got fucked by the studio. But even with the extended cut, it's a completely incoherent film that can't even reconcile itself with the previous film, so there's really no point in watching it. Which also cuts Alien Resurrection right out, and that's an awful film right there. He's also trying new shit. Used to only watch shonen. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I got one of my friends to watch 86 and he enjoyed it a lot. And I'm gonna see if he's going to enjoy Mobile Suit Gundam. I also tricked him into watching Violet Evergarden, which he says this is the most beautifully depressing show. Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't watched Violet Evergarden, because my capacity to handle really depressing stuff can be a bit limited sometimes. Like, you want some context? It took Ash seriously begging me to get Freerin added to the Discord watch along. Just because of those early episodes that are all like dealing with the fact she's sad that she lost her friend. Alien 3's Resurrection, right? No, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection are two separate films. Alien Resurrection is basically Alien 4. But whether it's canon or not anymore, questionable. Same with Alien 3, honestly. I've heard it's okay if you don't want to watch it. If you watch it, just watch one episode at a time. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to, you know, nut the fuck up if I'm gonna watch Violet Evergarden. Again, not because it's a bad show, just because, you know, there's only so much deliberately induced emotional trauma I can handle in a given day. William Gibson Alien 3 was pretty cool. Is that the director's cut? Like, the one the director tried to... I think that's the director's cut. The William Gibson version. I mean, again, that suffers from just the problem that there's no way the movie can exist narratively because it does not tie into how Aliens ended at all. Maybe I can pull this off? God, oh, God damn it, I was one off. Damn it. Still remember how I had to mute myself during the first episode of Freerin because I cried. Not that I blame you, though, considering those scenes were fucking sad. Yeah, exactly. I also had to mute myself during, Wandering Earth last night because for scenes I will not describe because I know a lot of people haven't seen those movies. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil the ending because those movies are unironically Kino. Where is this fucking... Oh, you gotta be fucking me. Oh, well. I'm back from bullying funny cosplayer girl, failing miserably, beating a boss in Hollow Knight for the memes. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is, Maximus. But I don't blame for losing. I'd probably not be very good at Hollow Knight. I fully admit I'm not good at video games. That makes the whole shaming of gameplay thing the funniest. It's like, I know I'm not good. Like, I said as much. For context, funny cosplay girl is Nelku. I don't know who that. I don't know who that is either. Where? One moment, everyone. I'll be right back. Where the hell did I put that? I am back. All right, I can unstealth now because I'm no longer AFK. And Merrick Damien, hello, how you doing? Day's been treating me well so far. I'm just doing like low energy nullsec exploration and yapping with chat today. Haven't played even a bit. Is it any better? I think it is. I think it's been getting better. Things were a little rough with that one that redid sovereignty structures, but it's all kind of evened out now. During that time, I kind of took a break to develop my capital ship skills, which are coming along nicely. I'm now working my way toward a crabbing Phoenix Navy issue. Not that way. Nope. Shit. Oh, that's good. Oh, come on. All right, there it is. All right, that's it for that site. Got to find another one now. Get my ass to the safe spot.
Warp drive active.
Oh well, last time I left the game was around when they first brought out the monocle. Thought one of my characters was tight. Oh damn! You last played during Monocle Gate? Jesus. That's man. That was back when they did Incarna. That was ages ago. Fuck. Okay. Do you want to hear the immediate funny, the funny funni, the funny? The funny is that yeah, no, the whole walking in stations thing, they completely cut it out of the game because it was just going nowhere development wise. It was taking up resources. It's not in the game anymore. That really was like, oh man, listen, my trauma triggers of that period of Eve are the fact that I was a big fan of Dust 514. That's my big trauma trigger from that period of Eve. And now Dust 514 is gone and we're never getting it back. I fucking love Dust. Oh, Alien 3 Gibson was an audiobook and comic adaptation. Really? Okay. That I didn't know. Oh, moved over here. Okay. Centered. This one's proven a little squirrely to lock onto. It was pretty good to play Dust when I tried it. Okay, I will not say Dust 514 was a perfect game, don't get me wrong. It was a very flawed game in terms of like its like quality, how well it ran. But the problem is a lot of that really boiled down to the fact that, you know, CCP Hilmar in his infinite wisdom decided to put it on a dying console. You know, a game that was supposed to last forever alongside Eve on the PlayStation 3. Like, that hampered its performance so heavily, it really can't be blamed enough that was the big problem with Dust in terms of quality, was the fact it was on PlayStation 3 at the end of its life cycle, when it was supposed to exist, you know, in tandem with EVE Online forever as an MMO. And all because fucking Hilmar was like, well, we already have our audience on the PC. If we put Dust on PC, no one will play it because that's because everyone who plays EVE on PC already plays EVE. And it's like, my brother in Christ, you are going for an entirely different video game audience here. You're going for FPS fans, not standard EVE players. Yeah, there'll be overlap, but fuck, what the hell kind of logic is that? Oh man, I will never, ever forgive CCP Hilmar for the decision to put Dust on PlayStation 3. I'll never forgive him. Don't think they had a PC client for that, didn't they? Okay, one of the later iterations of Dust they were going to release did have I want to say a PC client, but they never actually released it. They scrapped it again and then started over. I want to say that was the first iteration of Project Nova. Funnily enough, gameplay footage of it does exist in John Wick. Yeah, in the movie John Wick, before he catches up with the guy who killed his dog and finally shoots him, his one buddy is playing a playable early version of Project Nova. If you don't believe me, you can go look the scene up on YouTube right now. I saw that. It was like, oh, so that's what happened to Project Nova. They had it the first rendition of Project Nova. They had to show up in John Wick once and then fucking shit canned it for that more Call of Duty one they had in FanFest a couple years back that went nowhere. At the very least, I'm glad that EVE Vanguard is, looking to be a multi-genre shooter as opposed to just an extraction shooter like the early version. And that's going to have, PvE mode and everything that regular EVE has. I'm really happy for that. Is that the guy on the couch who gets headshot? Yes, that is the guy on the couch who gets headshot. Who gets headshot by Wick. He's, bro is literally playing an early version early playable version of the first iteration of Project Nova. And that's the one that CCP reset for that more Call of Duty lobby shooter-esque one that they were, oh, that's easy, that they were working on after that. All right, let's go to the next one. But, oh, hey, it's the monolith. Oh, shit. There. I don't know what a giant floating black monolith is doing out here, but, like, yeah, I'm not touching it. I saw how 2001 and 2010 went. I saw how that went. Also, some legitimately great movies, by the way. I will never not recommend peak science fiction to people. It's like my whole bag. But yeah, no, I'm really glad they're doing good shit with Vanguard, because I want Vanguard to release next year and actually be like an actual released playable game. The idea of merging EVE with an FPS is such a no-brainer. I'm really hoping they actually figured it out this time. "2001 is great." Oh, yeah, 2001 is one of those formative films for science fiction, for the like modern science fiction as a genre of film. Like, a lot of shit that would go into things like, say, Star Wars, you know, in terms of like, aesthetic and style, was born out of 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's also one of those things, because it's like one of those things that bugs me about science fiction fans is the whole insistence on calling a science fiction that isn't perfectly hard, air quotes, science fantasy, which I'll point out is 99% of the time not an actual thing. This is a complicated one. Okay. That. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. There it is. Okay. Easy 9 million. Okay. I'll probably end up returning to the Taj Magoon, after only a couple more sites, just to offload my, ill-begotten gains, and then continue back off into the buttfuck nowhere space. Prometheus has so much of the vibes from 2001 exploration of the cosmos. I mean, that's the problem with Prometheus when you get right down to it. If Prometheus had been anything but trying to tie into Alien, it would have been, at worst, just a little stupid in places. But, it would have been fine. The problem is you're trying to tie it into Alien, and that's just not going to work. Because Alien is, Because, Alien had done such a good job of establishing a mythology and a mythology and a lore that, and a vibe to it, like, even across, the crossovers with Predator, that it's like, once you introduce Prometheus, you just fuck all that up. Like, Prometheus was too weighed down by, too weighed down by the fact they were trying to connect it to Alien. Ridley Scott would have been better off just making it its own thing. That's what he should have done. calling anything that isn't hard sci-fi fantasy is like lumping Star Wars and Star Trek into the same category. Well, here's the thing, too. Here's the funny part about that, Cosmic. Oh, excuse me. Here's the funny thing about that. It's the fact that Star Trek is legitimately closer to fantasy than Star Wars is. But Star Trek gets labeled as hard science fiction, even though it is incredibly far from being hard science fiction. It is pure space opera. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, so fucking close. Okay, try again. Like, I'll be honest, there's a lot of topics I want to do just fucking autistic rant videos about. And that's one of them. That's one of them. The fact there's so many fucking so-called fans of science fiction who will call anything that literally isn't, the most hardest sci-fi imaginable science fantasy. Like, actually shut up with that. Like, actually shut up. No, Star Wars is not science fantasy. No, Warhammer 40,000 is not science fantasy. Fucking Destiny isn't science fantasy. It's science fiction. Science fantasy is a genre, is a subgenre, but it is a very specific subgenre. The only science fantasy in popular culture that I can actually think of off the top of my head is Treasure Planet. Which is not a knock against Treasure Planet, because Treasure Planet's fucking awesome. But Treasure Planet is science fantasy. I'd also argue Silverhawks. It was an 80s cartoon in the same vein as Thundercats. I want to say it was actually by the same people. Was another science fantasy. Actually, you could probably count Thundercats itself in that regard. Now that I think about it. Expanse fans come to mind with the hard science fiction. The Expanse is not hard science fiction. The Expanse is space opera with a crunchy exterior but a chewy center. Which also, don't misunderstand me, I fucking love The Expanse, but I will not call it hard science fiction. I will never call it that, because it's not. Oh, come the I'm going around that. Oh god, I think I boned this one. I boned it. Oh, I super boned it. Osir's Wrath is science fantasy. Actually, you know what? Megaman, you're right. That's a better example of science fantasy. Cause on the outside you've got like androids fighting what appear to be aliens, but then it is literally just, filled to the brim with unironic magic. Like key channeling and all that other kind of, lots of shonen anime, like just outright shonen anime stuff. Like not even in dressed up in a guise of science fiction. It is just straight up shonen anime stuff. All right, there we go. We got this one. Metal scraps and carbon. Oh boy, that one was so not worth it. I should have let that one explode. I'd come out here with a scanner for these, but that just incentivizes not completing the sites, and not completing the sites is, that's rude. You don't do that to your fellow nullsec people. You hated the last couple of seasons for not living up to the setup of season 2. Well, okay, here's the thing, Pierce. The show ends, I want to say, at the...
Warning.
Oh, ECJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the stream. The Expanse ends, I want to say, at the point where you get into what's called the Laconia arc, which is hey, End of Days, how you doing? Yeah, when you're getting into the Laconia arc, where like a new villain faction rises, and they have to deal with them while, you know, the other problem that I will not mention because it's a massive spoiler at the same time. What? Why am I getting... What? Why does it list me as getting further away from this thing? Huh. Oh! Okay, unironic dyscalculia moment. Because I read that 177 meters as 177 kilometers. My brain was not cut out to play EVE Online, but I do it anyway. Oh, wow, okay, that's really easy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Easy 11 million. Very nice. All right, let's drop probes, get to the safe spot. Go 50k off the safe spot this time.
Warp drive active.
You listen to the whole Fall of Cadia audiobook, also Vacation Time. Eh, nice. Fall of Cadia is good. Fall of Cadia is a good book. Listen, I just find it... Oh, Jesus. That's what I get for drinking root beer while I'm streaming. I get the absolutely abysmal burp problem. That's my intel freaking out. Hold on. They're not gonna be able to find me way out here while stealth. But oh, this is a big one. Okay. Speaking of the Expanse, trust Griffith before you ever trust the worst of the Belters. Man, I could... Part of kind of like starting to find my vibe on what I want to do with actual YouTube videos, which amounts to a lot of ranting about science fiction.
Call in the reinforcements.
Oh, hey, Cryptic Fury. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. For those who've never been here before, I am Marshall Bohemond. I do a lot of sci-fi stuff, and I'm a totally legally distinct Space Crusader and Space Marine with no relation to a certain video game by Games Workshop. Also, let me shout you out there. But what was I on about? Right, yeah. Don't get me started on the fucking Belters. Like, legitimately a great example, a great science fiction example of the worst of humanity. Like, especially in, like, you know, we got this era of, you know, we're getting over this era of you know, grievance culture. Like, that is a great example right there. The Belters. Gonna buy your new PC in 2 days? Nice. Nice. Belters are bootleg Xeon. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's like, I think the way Zeph worded it when we were watching The Expanse the other week, put it on the Discord, put it best, which was, they're broke Xeon. They're Xeon with no money. Like even Xeon at their lowest in Gundam Unicorn were building shit like the Neo Zeong and Neo Zeong 2. The Belters literally have to fucking illegally buy, you know, like through black market dealings, get shit from Mars to have good gear. Belters are just bad, no redemption. Yeah, it's kind of like... Because it's such a sad thing, too, because in The Expanse, Earth and Mars, like, go through their own forms of upheaval and try their damnedest to come out the other end as better people. The Belters don't do that. Or at least, the Belters don't do that. Like, it basically, like... I don't want to go into too many details because we're on Season 5 of the show on the Discord right now. But, yeah, it's like... The Belters are like the one faction that never tries to do better. They just, like, they just get worse as the show goes on. Until they're no longer the primary threat. I'm gonna check the Intel program real quick. There is nobody near me, and not in anything that could. Well, wait, no, that's a Kestrel. Maybe that could threaten me. Oh, come on, man. Somebody didn't clear this one up either. Oh well, looks like the onus is on me. The moment you said the Belters are bootlegs, Ian got hit with a mac and cheese Star Wars ad. Not too familiar with the show, but I take it the Belters suffer from... Okay, so the TLDR of the Belters, Chief, is that Okay, so it's not that the Belters don't have a point. The Belters in The Expanse, it is a sort of large... It's not real... They're not like a race of people. They're like a culture born of people who moved out into the asteroid belt, hence the name, when space colonization kicked in. Because, of the promise of riches and shit out there. And then they basically got exploited by corporations and governments and shit to, like, mine asteroids and all kinds of stuff, but ultimately never, like, reap the rewards of it. So they have legitimate grievance. The problem is that they turn their, they turn their legitimate grievance into an excuse for unchecked violence with no actual plan to, no actual plan to make a better world for them or their people. Like, that's the problem with the Belters. They have no plan to actually make a better world. Just ruin the worlds that they blame for their issues. And I really don't want to go into it any more than that, because there's a lot of, like, really... It's a really good show. It's 6 seasons long. You can find it on Amazon. It is, like, top-tier science fiction. I would absolutely recommend it. Oh, okay, this one's got to die. There we go. Son of a bitch. Okay. Go 3 million. I have no idea why people pass, like, just rush in, scan the loot boxes, and then only get a few of them, and then rush out. All of this exploration loot adds up. Like, it really adds up. I've got, like, what do I have in my fucking inventory right now? Do I still have my old filters? I do. Okay, select all. Deselect my equipment. I'm currently sitting on about, you know, estimated 51 million-isk worth of stuff. That's nothing to sneeze at. I see, so basically we were screwed over, so fuck everyone else. Yeah, basically. Like, if the Belters could, like, get off their bullshit and, like, actually organize, they could easily build a future for their people out in space. But they don't do that. They're too obsessed with feeling aggrieved. Son of a bitch. Okay. This'll help. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Ah, yeah, that was a fucked attempt. Wasn't gonna fix that. Okay, let's try again. There it is. Okay. There we go, another million. Okay. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, because okay, a lot of the you know, air quotes media literate types don't understand is that when media makes commentary, it's not. Good media doesn't make a direct commentary on anything. It'll commentate on, like, broad concepts that can be applied to places, but that doesn't mean it's, like, making an outright political statement. The Expanse is not making a political statement with the Belters, but it does, you know, it does speak of the concept of, say, people who've been aggrieved in the past, but comments on it in such a sense that it's like, they're so obsessed with the grievance that, you know, they're so obsessed with it that it becomes their cultural identity. And, you know, you can draw comparisons to that in the real world, but again, it's not so much being political as it is making it is, you know, making broad, you know, applying, you know, broad thematics. Like that's legitimately what people don't get about fiction. When fiction makes commentary, fiction generally does not make partisan commentary, or even, you know, when it does make commentary, like thematic commentary on reflections of society, it's not doing a wink wink nudge nudge reference to something that is probably currently 100% relevant, but is covering things in such a broad sense that comparisons can be drawn. And that's really what they don't get when they say all art is political, because, like, oh, well, the Expanse is talking about the suffering of minorities in first world culture, and it's in first world American culture. It's like, you can draw that comparison, maybe, but that is not what the Expanse was talking about directly. It was talking about the vague concept of people who have been aggrieved. I will read that in a sec, Maximus. I wanna lock in and get out of this site. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay. All right. Is that the site? That's the site. Okay. There are 2 anomalies left in this system.
Warp drive active.
Oh, don't get hung up on this thing. Oh, god damn it. It got hung up. Dude, that was the Intel app going off. Oh, there's a thorax out there somewhere in one of the systems. Okay, let me cloak up and I'll read what you typed. Just saw a post from Insane Copes about someone posting some gimp posting a lolly with the text "child is a slur" repeated 5 times over. Guess we are all the greatest minor phobes on the planet, according to this mentally scuffed bellend. You swear the left is going to say that calling a woman a girl is female phobic these days? Okay, now listen, man. They beat you to the punch on that one years ago. Also, that post you're describing, no, I'm not minor phobic. It's not a phobia. I think they're obnoxious and don't need to be on social media. The fact, as the famous quote says, the fact that at any given time I could be exposed to a minor's opinion on Twitter should constitute a war crime. If I wanted some dumb minor's opinion on shit, I'd give it to them. And that opinion is, shut up, you don't have a right to opinion. You ain't old enough to have a right to opinion yet. If it's too direct, it comes off as browbeating and preachy. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I remember it was, what is it? It's, it's in, you know, My Dress Up Darling, when the main character gets that realization that, like, him liking stuff like designing clothes and stuff isn't wrong. What's wrong was his self-perception of his own interests. You know, that he thought it was gross and weird when it's not. Like, you can apply that lesson of realizing, you know, having that realization that, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I was just wrong about myself and my perceptions of myself. You can apply that to a lot of things that could, like, you know, apply, like, say, air quotes, woke media. The difference is, in woke media, the entire fucking story would come to a fucking stop. Look at the camera, address the viewer directly, and then preach to you about it, rather than deliver a fairly universal message through, you know, the lens of a character in a fictional story. Like that's, you know, like, yeah, that's the problem with, you know, what we call woke media. That is the problem with it. Children should either A, not be on the internet at all, or B, kept in separate spaces from adults. I absolutely agree. I mean, I will say this much, and this might be a bit of a sound a bit hypocritical coming off the back of that. What's happening in the UK is not the answer, because at that point, you're just, the governments are just using it to abuse the ability to censor everyone and the internet. There we go. That's the that done. Once again, no one in system, so we're just gonna go there.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, like, but honestly, yeah, I do not think children should be, or anyone under the age of 18 should not be allowed on the internet at all. But the problem is, of course, like, you know, like I said, you can't police that without ultimately completely fucking everyone over. And governments being governments will absolutely abuse that. What's happening in the UK and YouTube currently is fucking stupid, and is going to very likely going to fail, unlike what Idiot Doomers think. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'll say this much. I don't think the UK will get rid of it. Because it's the UK. The UK never makes good decisions. But I will say though, it's not going to happen in the United States. I would highly doubt it would happen in the United States. Just because it would ruin anyone who would try to get it through. Come the fuck on. I think this one's a bust. It's a bust. UK is so cooked, I agree. Funny thing is, most porn animators are from the UK, so their government fucked themselves over by not taking that into account. Yeah. There it is. Okay. All right. Salvage that one. Okay, 2 million, not bad. Yeah, we're probably gonna return to the Taj Magoon after this, and we'll return to the Taj Magoon and sell our loot, and then we will go back out. That, or we may go spin some asteroids for a while. No, not spin asteroids. Spin some havens. You know, we're gonna spin that ship. Spin it good. To be frank, some of the discussion around the topic has become very annoying for people like Chibi, and he's simply dooming and grifting about it rather than finding ways to mitigate it. Yeah. Generally speaking, I'm one of those people who believes if all
call signs check in.
Hey, end of days. Thank you for the resubscription. Congrats on 24 months. Yeah, you're on 2 years now. Jesus. Kind of hard to believe I've been streaming for, like, you know, as long as I have. Over 2 years now. My ultimate goal is that by 3 years I want to have a VTuber model, but my finances towards saving for that took a hit recently because my fucking phone was dying. I'm tempted to try doing a donation goal thing again, but I don't like doing those. It took Ash bullying me to do the first one for the PC. Oh, here it is. Got it. Oh, there we go. 15 million in loot. I'll take that. But yeah, it took, like, you know, it took Ash convincing me to put up a crowdfunding goal to do that the first time. I do not like doing that, but I'm tempted to do it again. I'll run it by him, and then maybe he'll be able to guilt trip me into actually pulling the trigger on it. Hold up. Oh, wait, hold on. Where are those intel hits coming from? Oh, that's a lot of dudes, actually. It's all kind of scattered, though, but I better be careful. Oh, shit. I minimized the wrong thing. That was OBS. Shit. 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 Okay. I mean, what's that? Perhaps more focus should be placed on parents. I mean, it should. It's on parents. Like that's where it begins and ends. It begins and ends on parents. The government should not be picking up slack for lazy parents. That's what it boils down to. Now, mind you all, personally, I'm of the opinion that Pornhub should be banned and everyone in charge of running Pornhub should be thrown in a government black site and never allowed to see the light of day again. But that's not because I'm going all ban porn. That's because Pornhub has unironically been caught doing human trafficking. So, yeah, I just want them to face justice for that. You think the Turn A might be your new favorite Gundam? This looks so unique. Turn A is a good show. Turn A is a good show. We're going to get to that one eventually on Gundam Nights on the Discord. It's just going to take a bit because we have to watch a couple of the AUs before we get into it. Specifically, we have to watch G, X, and Wing in that order. Normally it would be G, Wing, X, but I prefer X, so we're watching X first. There we go. That was easy. Where's the next one? There it is. Are we watching Seed? We'll watch Seed probably after Turn A. But we are going to watch Seed. Listen, a lot of you know, Western fans cope and seethe about Gundam Seed, but Gundam Seed, it's second most popular Universal Century for a very good reason. Like, there's a reason it got 2 shows and a movie and a OVA special episode. Same with the Gundam Build universe. Like that, like the Build stuff went on. There was a lot of stuff in the like Build Fighters and its sequels. Okay, because it looks good. The art style sort of reminds me of Code Geass. It's okay. There's a reason it reminds me of Code Geass. It's literally the same animation team. That's why. Code Geass, like and Scride. Those are two other anime that the same people did. Scride is also fucking great. Come on, get in there. All right. Getting close. Okay. Speaking of getting close, more intel. Jesus. A lot of Nullsec's getting a little busy, not gonna lie. I know you guys can't hear the security pings on your end, but oh, there we go. Oh, okay, that was easy. One more of these left. 37K out there. But what was I talking about? Fuck. Oh, right. We're talking about Gundam. Yeah. But you know, concerning Gundam Seed, I've just come to the very safe assumption: if a Western Gundam fan says it's crap, it's probably good. That applies to a lot of anime franchises. It applies to the Fate and the Nasuverse as well. Like, Western Fate fans would ever believe that Fate Apocrypha is bad when it's actually, like, unironically, you know, Kino. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, God damn it. Alright, try again. Maybe it's not up here. Okay, we're gonna pop this one. Oh, God damn it. I fucked up the last one. Oh, well. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's go sell our shit. Where is the Taj Magoon?
Warp drive active.
You still remember Chef Frilla's terrible anime vid where he called Dress Up Darling and Apocrypha bad? He's a tourist. I have no idea who that is because I generally don't regard the opinions of anime YouTubers because I've never met an anime YouTuber with a good opinion. Okay, 3 jumps to come on. What is slowing that gate down?
Warp drive active.
Alright, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I listen. Much like what I said with, you know, if I wanted a miner's opinion, I'd give it to him. If I wanted an anime YouTuber's opinion, I'd give it to him. I do not care about the opinions of anime YouTubers outside of telling them that they're wrong to their face. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. There is a red in this system.
Warp drive active.
In fact, it would not surprise me if the red is at the gate to Goon HQ. Oh, there he is. He's in a Kestrel. Oh boy, please tell me there isn't something nasty on the other side of the gate. There is, in fact, not anything nasty on the other side of the gate. Here we go, the Taj Magoon.
Warp drive active.
And I got out of there just as the Kestrel decloaked. Bro thought he had a shot. That's adorable. Here it is. Here's home. Let's watch the Titans in the mist. It's a Leviathan class Titan. All docked. Oh! Here we go. First time seeing one of these. That's some garish ass colors on that thing, but this is my first time seeing an Azariel. The new Angel Cartel Titan. I like how he's just got it all stanced up there as well. Those garish ass fucking... What are those colors, man? Alright, let's get in there.
Accepted.
Alright, let's park our butts and get to selling shit on the market. Okay, we're just gonna do this way. Select all. Deselect the things I don't want to sell. Because those are actually the parts of my ship. we don't want to sell those. Drop them in the item hanger. Sell all. Just instant sell. Nothing special. Okay, look, some of these are not selling. I'll probably just trash those. Yeah, these look like they're not selling. We'll try one more time. Yeah, those are not selling, so I'm just gonna trash them. All right. What do we get from all? What do we get from all that? Oh, not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do some window shopping here while chat with y'all. What are we selling? Is cocaine for sale? There are drugs in this game. I'm not selling space cocaine right now. I don't actually know how to make space cocaine. If I'm using space cocaine, if there's any sale of space cocaine at EVE Online, I'm basically buying it to like snort some lines before battle. Let's... Actually, no, I've got skills in the oven. Okay, Tactical Weapon Reconfiguration 4 is up in 5 minutes' time. That goes well with the plan. Just grind innocent people into space cocaine, then I'm all good. I'd love... Well, actually, what are the ingredients of space cocaine and the space cocaine in EVE Online? I actually don't know. That'd be funny if there were people involved. I know you can buy exotic dancers in both male and female varieties, but I don't know if you use those as ingredients or not. I know when building a citadel, one of the required crafting components is janitors. That's pretty funny. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuy my my sniper ratting Marauder at some point for when I do sites out here. For when I do the big sites, you know, the ones that the ones with the big money at the end. Got to stay awake during those long space flights somehow. Yeah, I mean, Is it really any different from fucking, you know... Is it really any different from, Dune, you know? Doing lines of, fucking the Spice Melange. Yeah, I don't think I'd buy another Golem because a Golem is almost twice the price of a, it's like a billion more ISK than a Paladin. Even if I can, you know, match the damage types required for Angel Cartel rats out here, I feel like the Paladin is just the better choice if I go for it. Nobody likes a dirty Citadel. Keep your Citadel clean. Unless you wish to have Citadeli. I'm guessing that's a catch an infection joke, and it's just going right over my head. But speaking of ships, though, this is one I want to pick up for anomaly ratting when I'm feeling like really fucking brave. And I'm also working toward, where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one I'm working toward. Oh, hold on. That's not it. I think this is the one. Oh, hold on. That's not it. Okay, this is the one. This is the one I'm working toward right now. Phoenix Navy issue Dreadnought. Oh, one of the Indian countries named one of the Indians. It's like one of their. Yeah, it's like Delhi. Yeah, in India. Okay, my bad. Yeah, no. But listen. We don't tolerate shit in our streets here at here in Goonswarm. We clean our shit up. Yeah, all I need is tactical weapon reconfiguration 5, and I can fly this. Like I'll have this. I'll have the skills for everything here. I'm actually gonna hold on. There we go. Save that one of my personal loadouts. Wait, hold on. I've got. Why do I have it saved multiple times? What the shit? What more skill? Okay. You know what? Once I've got the crabbing phoenix down, I may as well start building toward, you know, the phoenix for other things. First rule of civilization: know where to poop and where to poop and where not to poop. Yes, exactly. Poo in the loo, one might say. Still can't believe a Chaos Marine exists in Goblin Slayer. Man, listen, the Goblin Slayer's writer loves all kinds of fantasy and sci-fi. It is very clear. And this is going to cost me $7 billion to put together. Fuck. That's most of what I have. Oh well, I'll worry about it when the time comes. I'm gonna... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna head back home now.
Skill training completed.
Oh, there we go. Tactical weapon reconfiguration 4 is finished, and I have a secret weapon toward tactical weapon reconfiguration 5 that I'm just gonna slap on here. Just real quick. There we go. Knocked it down to 4 days. I put all my skill points into that. But it'll be worth it. Alright, let's fuck off.
Warp drive active.
The Chaos Goblin Marine is in the Day of the Life, which is canon. I figured it would be, yeah. I mean, remember, hold on. Well, I mean, remember, there's a bunch of people who are just literally pistaches of Fate characters in Goblin Slayer. Like, I want to say the actual chosen hero is just Haruhi Suzumiya in armor. No one along my path so far.
Warp drive active.
With any luck, I'll get home and there'll be lots of sites I can clear. You know, I'm actually glad my, little thing about me playing Eve. I might have mentioned this earlier in the stream. The Gaussian blur I used to, for OPSEC out here in nullsec space, I was not able to have that up when I was streaming Eve before on the old computer. But now I can have, I can have it all up and, keep my, keep the OPSEC going. And it doesn't slow down my stream at all. So that's going to make streaming Eve a lot better than it used to be for me.
Warp drive active.
Oh yeah, Chonk, I know. I've watched the first season of Goblin Slayer. I know that they do the thing where everybody is just named after their role and not necessarily, they don't actually have a name. Like Goblin Slayer, Priestess, Elf, like Shaman, like that. It's a good show. I just haven't gotten around to watching season 2 yet. Reminder, everyone: if you believe the opinions of anime YouTubers, then Goblin Slayer is a air quotes morally reprehensible show that should not be allowed to exist. On that note, fuck Mother's Basement. Okay, there are not a lot of angel havens still up.
Warp drive active.
Shit. All right, I will look into running those, or if not that'll do Forsaken hubs. Did I fly by a capital ship back there? Huh.
Docking request accepted.
The reason they don't have titles is because Kumo forgot to give them names. I mean, hey, it works. It works out, you know? Alright. My, hold on. I need to name this ship. Hold on. What do I want to name my anathema? There we go. And my disposable ratting Ishtar, which I've chosen to name the Bees. Mother's Basement shilled Crunchyroll, so he's always been a fake fan. Yeah. It's because the goblins are portrayed as objectively evil, and that's racist. Listen, I long for the day when, air quotes, oppressed groups stop identifying with bugs, psychotic demon cultists, and literal monsters. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Not a rock haven.
Warp drive active.
Oh, that's a rock haven.
Warp drive active.
How we doing on OPSEC? We are doing good. No, not anyone too close or too far away or what have you. Is this one, there's no one here. Get out the drones. Here they come. No, don't try and loot it. Orbit it. Orbit it. There we go. Honestly, getting set up here is always the diciest part. But once you're orbiting, you're basically good. Alright, now we just basically focus on chat and watching out for, you know, stuff in local. If Year ever gets adapted, it will be impossible for those people to try and defend killing goblins. To try and... no, it's like... I'm so fucking bloody ass sick of that shit. Same issue they have with Freerin when it comes to the demons. I had a motherfucker trying to tell me that, you know, I have to view Freerin as evil because she's not human if I view the demons as evil. It's like, bro, that is not how that works. The entire plot of Freerin is about Freerin's, you know, issues with, you know, common humanity, but also unlike the demons, she has the ability to learn to understand the perspectives of others. Even though she herself does not really understand mortals at all. Specifically humans. It's like that's like the parallel to be drawn between her and the demons. Like, they legitimately just can't grasp that. It's asinine. That's a lot of pings. Hold on. Okay, they're all far away from us. 4 hostiles, no visual. 1 hostile, no visual. Okay. Just let the drones do their thing now while I absorb money. Don't go to the bathroom for at least 35 to 45 minutes. I mean, listen, this ain't my first nullsec rodeo. I know what I'm doing. He says, before I lose another ship. Listen. If the drones got it under control and OPSEC's looking good, I can quick rush to the bathroom, take a piss and come back before something bad happens. Honestly, nothing bad is really going to potentially happen at this site until I get to the 6th wave. Because if a dreadnought spawns, I got to get the fuck out. Who is my favorite Goblin Slayer character who is not Goblin Slayer? The Lizard Man, honestly. The man is on an eternal quest for cheese. I can understand that. I sympathize with that. Because cheese is fucking good. Oh, not my bathroom. Your bathroom. Okay, well, okay, Disco. Also, hey, Disco, I didn't notice. I just noticed your new chatter. Hey, how you doing? This is not a very intense stream. I will warn you that ahead of time. We're doing the nullsec grind to earn money. I'm still hazy on whether I can, stream PvP fleets as long as, comms aren't coming through, which I know how to set up so comms don't come through, but I'm hazy on whether I can do that or not, so I'm just not going to risk it until I can ask someone in a position of authority. The cheese is worth it? Yeah, it is. You love Heavy Swordsman, he's the guy who looks like guts. I mean, yeah, listen, is it really a Japanese fantasy manga if it's not paying, some kind of respects to Miura and Berserk? That or a Souls game? You never done any mission work in nullsec, mostly tier 4s and high sec. If I'm in nullsec, I'm usually just running my Heron on data and relics. Yeah, no. If you can do exploration, nullsec is the way to go. Or you just fly out to nullsec and, just steal people's shit. I'll be honest. I legitimately don't think exploration is really worth it in high sec. That, like, maybe if you're going for, like, rare, like, the rare, rare combat sites, but you're going to spend so long looking for them that really it's mostly better just risk it out in null, going for data and relic sites. You'll get more money, more money quicker. You still cracking the code on the nullsec filaments? Oh yeah, okay. So how you use those? You use one of the filaments to jump you out to null. Then you use a Pochven filament to jump yourself to Pochven. Cloak up, wait for the cooldown to run out, and then use one of the ones that jumps you into high sec to jump back into high sec. That's how you do it. It takes a bit of doing just because of all the jump cooldowns, but, it's the quickest way to get in and out of null. Ooh, excuse me. Ugh, 6 out of 10. I would say that definitely the big risk, though, is you have to go through Pachman. But if you're going for like data and relic hunting, you will have stealth. So use your stealth to hide. He's trying to jump from Pachman, or slow drive from Pachman. Honestly, it's probably quicker just to use the filaments. Like jump out to Null, you know, hunt around for relics and data. That's a 10-minute cooldown. When you're done, jump into Pachman, stealth up for 10 minutes, and then jump back into Null using another filament. You got to make sure you got all your filaments on you, but if you have them, you'll be fine. Running Null and low in a no stealth 6 million ISK Heron, getting 150 million from running, then running back. Yeah, man, it's profitable. It's profitable. Honestly, today I should have just gone out in the Anathema because I wanted to run, just in case I ran into a combat site. I wanted to do it in my Tengu. I should have just gone in the Anathema. Honestly, it would have been quicker, just because, you know, the Anathema itself is quicker. Like, you know, it's quicker from point A to point B in the sites. Whereas, you know, the Tengu is more secure because it's a bigger ship, but it moves a lot slower. Even with an afterburner going. And I don't really want to, and I don't want to use a micro warp drive because then I won't be cap stable if I do a combat site. All right, pop that guy. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna check OPSEC really quick. Looks clear. I'm going to do something stupid, everyone. I'm gonna go AFK nullsec. I'll be right back. I'm back, everyone, and I didn't blow up. I will point out, what I just did, never do that. That was actually a really bad idea on my part. Never do that. But I had to go to the bathroom, so, yeah. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to hold it. Fun fact about Goblin Slayer, the English voice actor did the motion capture for Doom Slayer in 2016. An excellent job getting the vibe. Oh, hey, I actually didn't know that. That's actually kind of neat.
Call in the reinforcements.
Oh, hey, Denzel. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Like I've introduced myself before today, I am Marshal Bohemond. I am a legally distinct Space Marine and Space Crusader. And how y'all doing? Denzel, what were you playing? And one moment, let me shout you out. Denzel _Jones. There we go. All right, one moment. Dude's warping in. Oh no, they're target painting me. There we go. Immediate raid into an ad. Man, that happens. I'll say, Boomer, how you doing? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Jesus. Fuck. Playing Ace Combat 7? Nice. Hey, great series, that one, Ace Combat. I hope they make the older Ace Combats available on PC. That would be really nice. Your first one? Oh yeah, that's a great franchise. I wish you could get the all the Ace Combats on PC. That'd be nice. I mean, you can, but not in a way I can describe openly. Yeah, this is we're playing EVE Online today. We're just doing, we're just doing, lo-fi space combat to commit war crimes to and earn money. That's what we're doing today. I do apologize if it's not the most exciting gameplay in the world, but hey, it's what I find relaxing. Oh, well, technically I played Assault Horizon on the Xbox, but apparently that's kind of like the normie one. Okay, Assault Horizon was from that weird period where Japanese devs were trying really fucking hard to emulate Western games instead of just making Japanese games like they had. So what you ended up with was basically a Ace Combat game that played like Call of Duty with jets. And didn't take place in the usual Ace Combat setting of Strange Real. It took place in the real world. Be the Westerner the Japanese think you are. No, well, that's okay. While be the American the Japanese think you are is a good sentiment. This was more a case of the Japanese trying to be the Westerners the Westerners wanted them to be, which it was a weird period for Japanese games. Trying to emulate Western games without understanding why Western games were good or why their own already appealed to the West. Yeah, exactly. You're just doing what we do, but not as good. Doing what we do, but not as good, but not doing what they do over in Japan as good as they do it, which is what we like about Japanese games in the first place. Okay, next wave may be where I have to peel out because, this wave. Fuck this wave. Just because I think these little fucking cruisers that show up are annoying, even if they die quick. What the? Where the fuck did my health just go? Overheat. What is hitting me? Oh, I gotta peel out. Shit. Okay.
Drive active.
Yeah, no, fuck the. What is? What is hitting me? What the actual fuck was that? No, I was not tanking that insanely well. I was, in fact, getting my ass beat. Fuck, this is kind of why I want to buy another. I survived, yeah, but I should be taking no damage at all. And I started taking, like, all the damage. That almost killed me. Like, okay, you see this red bar? That's my hull. If that red bar had hit 0, I would have exploded. I have no idea why I took so much damage back there. That makes no sense. Motherfucker. This is in nullsec, but you know, fucking. Okay, I'm going back to my my home base. I need to repair.
Overdrive active.
All right, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're putting ratting on hold for a bit. No, there were no players there. That was strictly the NPCs. Just something was just fucking dicking on me, and I have no idea what it was. Because that wave cannot deal that much damage that quickly. It's not supposed to. That is not normal. Well, I lost 5 drones. That's unfortunate. Not that drones are expensive or anything, but still. Repair quote. Repair all doesn't cost me anything because, yep. Okay. I rolled a Mar, but I mostly fly. I rolled Amar, but a lot of my specialization is in both Amar and Kaldari, and a little bit of Galente, and an even smaller bit of Minmatar, but mainly Amar and Galente. All right, you know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting in my hauler. Wait, no, hold on. I'm getting back in my Ishtar really quick. Okay. Item hanger, is he gonna replace those missing drones? I'm so glad I don't drop MTUs until after I wait. What the fuck are my other MTUs? Oh, okay, they're in the cargo hold here. All right. There we go. Okay. I'm heading back. Okay, I'm gonna buy a. I'm gonna buy myself a fucking Marauder. Fuck it. There's a guy, Praxis ratting up there. It's a fleet of smart bomb fit praxises. Praxesis? What the fuck is the plural for Praxis? Anywho. Alright, we are going to go spend a stupid amount of money here, but fuck it. I don't care. The plural is just Praxis. Huh. I legitimately didn't know that, but hey, now I know. The plural for Praxis is Praxis.
Drive active.
All right, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna splurge a little bit. I don't mind spending some of my hard-earned disc on fun shit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy myself a golem. Because I want to have a golem. I like the golem. It's a fun little ship. But primarily because I can fire off the resistance hull for the Angel Cartel ships out here, which is explosive and kinetic. I don't think I don't think the golem has a specific damage type it's good at, so I can use explosive missiles and I will be just fine. Mr. Kaldari missile boats. Kaldari missile boats are always fun. You know, torpedo golem. I'm gonna do a cruise missile golem because that 1 minute cooldown on the Bastion module can be a bitch. But with cruise missiles, I can be at 100 kilometers with my Bastion turned off, still firing missiles, and I can still reach the targets. So if things are dangerous, I can just power down the Bastion module and get ready to run. But I can still be firing missiles at the rats. The trick is buying the golem and all the parts and getting it home. But a cruise missile golem at 100 kilometers is just a no-brainer for sniper ratting. Just because if the enemies can hit you, it'll be such incidental damage that it won't really matter. And if you can get your targeting and missile range up far enough, then they won't even be able to do that. It's a little longer with cruise missiles, but, I don't mind. It'll still be probably quicker than in an Ishtar. Plus, I have no idea what happened with that, with my fucking Ishtar back there. I really don't. I just, all of a sudden, was getting completely fucking, smacked in the ass by those ships. Finished building turn A. Oh, nice. Nice. Congrats, man. I was saying earlier, I need to nut up and finish Physalis. I've got enough gunplock hits that I shouldn't force myself to wait for a hobby stream to assemble that stuff. So I might work on that a little bit tomorrow. Maybe. I'll have to see. Just can't believe you got it for 15 bucks. Well, Gunplaw's not that expensive, especially compared to Warhammer. Like, Gunpla can be expensive, but even then you're getting a better value per dollar than any given 40k kit in existence.
Drive active.
The author and anime director for Freerin are fucking based and they're taking shonen tards. Yeah, really? Like, real? Like, I like myself some shonen here and there, but holy shit, shonen is the epitome of entry level. Alright, we're clear.
Drive active.
Shoni Love was Fairy Tail because it was your first back in 2016. Yeah, as much as I rag on it a lot, I've got a soft spot for Dragon Ball Z just because that was the first shonen I ever watched, like way back when was the Ocean dub. And then If I had to pick a favorite, though, it's Bleach. I don't care if people don't like Bleach. They can go fuck themselves. I love Bleach. Shonen fans are almost insufferable these days. Real. It makes me embarrassed to admit that I actually like some shonen, you know? Actually, you know what? I've got a stupid thought. Hold on. What does the Barbaroga currently cost here? Almost 10 billion ISK. I mean, that kind of sucks. Because I kind of want a Barbaroga, but it's too prohibitively expensive right now. I could buy a carrier for that much. In fact, I probably would buy a carrier right now if it wasn't for the logistics of getting it home. Alright, this is the ship I'm going for. There's mobile tractor unit. Why do I have... that equipped.
But it's God's official temple. God designed it, and so nothing can stop it. I'm just giving you a heads up. You know, CIA, you might want to adapt to the new world order because you fucking missed the end of the Cold War and you fucking missed the return of God. God's gonna fuck your shit.
You know, honestly, I need to center the those rewards on my screen from now on. You know, what you just redeemed Amuro Ray's father, talking about the return of God. You know what? Hold on. One moment, everyone. Is that no, that's not it. Point redeems, is that it? That's it, yeah. One moment, everyone. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay, hold up. Yeah, we're gonna play that one again. I want to see how it looks all stretched out on the screen like that. But it doesn't have a cooldown, does it?
But it's God's official temple. God designed it, and so nothing can stop it.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just giving you a heads up. You know, CIA, you might want to adapt to the new world order because you fucking missed the end of the Cold War and you fucking missed the return of God. God's gonna fuck your shit.
Yeah, there we go. That works. I need to change up the icon that pops up whenever a sound redeem goes through because, yeah, that's it's a servo skull, and I don't do a 40K theme anymore because Games Workshop are dildos. I'll have to change that up to something. I don't know what. But right, okay. Unload that. Unload that. Unload that. Unload that. Okay. 5 tractor units, 1 missile precision, 1 missile range. Yes, I am a legally distinct space marine. That's what I am now. All right, don't hurt me too bad, game. Okay, 2.3 billion ISK. Oh, that hurt. Worth it though. All right, can I bring this home with me? Oh, wait. Hold on. I've got a bunch of loot in here I didn't sell. Well, goddamn. Okay, hold on. First of all, let's put you over. We're putting you over there. Okay, well, first of all, I can see. Stack all. Oh boy, I just fucked this up. All right, you know what? We're gonna separate this shit out first. Get this, get my parts into the fleet hangar. Oh, god damn it. Actually, wait, no. 84, 85. Yeah, we'll keep the EM shield thingy. Bastion module. Stack of 4 cruise missile launcher 2s. 2 small tractor beams. A Republic fleet large doohickey. Got the shield generator. We do not constantly run the shield generator. Why does... Okay. You know what? We'll worry about that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that problem. Missile guidance. Micro jump drive. Damage control. 3 Caldari Navy, blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's go over everything again. What's the guidance computer? All right, let's do this. Unfit. 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 Four of these. One of these. 2 of these. I really wish I hadn't fucked up my all my items and shit. That makes this much more difficult than it needs to be. Oh. Okay, am I missing something? Fuck am I missing? Okay, I'm missing a medium slot item. So okay, so the laser pointer. Okay, so I've got all my parts, right? Right, just need the missile precision and missile guidance. Go. And the tractor units. Oh shit, I bought acolytes. Oh, I'll just sell them back, fuck it. Alright. Now, where did I put this? Okay, yeah. wrong spot. Okay. Okay, now item hanger. This is all the loot. Losing some money on that, but whatever. Where was the other one? Actually, no, I'm gonna just break that down. Fuck it. Select all. Oh, god damn it. All right. We see what we can get from these as is versus breaking them down to resources. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to break all. Okay, fuck it. Now we won't do that. Okay. Stack all. I need drones. I need explosive drones. Where the... Okay, near there. Light scout drones. Warriors, there we go. I need 15 warriors. And I need one more of these. Market details. Alrighty, that's done. Just gotta find it here now. Okay. Now the last thing I need to get is measles. I need measles. Specifically, Nova Fury cruise missiles. Wait, hold on. This thing does not get a specific elemental damage bonus to missiles, does it? Damage, tractor beam, micro jump drive, max velocity, explosion velocity. Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm good. Right, so Nova Precision. Wait, what's the difference between precision and 153 kilometers? $100. $230. Well, I'm using Nova Fury either way, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's a lot. Buy this. What's 100,000 cost? All the cruise missiles on the market right now, and I can fit it all. Nice. Okay, now the tough part, getting this shit home. Oh, one moment. Just want to test something here. Okay, yeah. That should be all the parts. Now, it'd be really embarrassing if I got blown up on the way home, so I'm gonna check the route real quick. Oh. Oh. One moment. Oh, nope. I'm not going home, guys. I'm not going home right now. There's there's a gate camp between me and home. You just realized Eve is the same button pushing sound as Battletech? That's cool. I never really noticed. It wouldn't surprise me, though. I have a problem. I am carrying precious cargo. There's a gate camp on the way out of here. Like, they brought a flycatcher with them. So, yeah, no, they're a gate camp. I can't actually risk going home right now. Not with this stuff in my inventory. Shit. Well, that's just actually a straight up battle going on. Holy shit. Oh, what the? Oh, hey, the Cosmic Chief. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I will read that off. Been a fun stream. Hope to catch you next, but I gotta go. All you guys have a good night. Hey, man, you too. Hope you have a good evening, and take care of yourself, man. I float here nervously, wondering about whether I'm gonna risk the trip home with what's going on literally on the route I gotta take. This could be really, really bad if I, yeah. Shit. Do I just ford it, or what do I do here? Alright, you know what? You know what? It looks like they're taking the guys out, so it shouldn't be too long before I'm clear to leave. So, you know, we're just gonna float here, taking in the sights of you know, our home system. Looking at the ships as they float around. Look, a lot of Force Auxiliaries out tonight. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, well, hello. What's this? What's this giant pink space penis? Oh, that is a Ragnarok. This There's a Minmatar Titan. I love the Titans so much. It's so cool you can basically own your own Death Star in this game. And this guy. This guy in his, Oh, this is, okay, this isn't, I thought this was the, the Galente, Titan. No, this is a Vanquisher. This is a faction Titan. It's a, yeah, it's the one from, I think, Serpentis. This is the Serpentis Titan. So that thing is, that is a valuable ship right there. I'm really not a fan of a lot of Galente ships. Somebody's lighting a Sino for something. It's probably just the Taj Magoon safe Sino. All right, I'm gonna check the OPSEC. Okay, it looks like that fight may be done, so we're gonna risk the trip home now.
Warp drive active.
And never a dull moment in nullsec. Alright, this system's clear.
Warp drive active.
I love that Tahiti and W Place is just R2-D2. Hey, listen, you know what W Place has taught me? That we need to make liking Deltarune illegal. Being a fan of Deltarune needs to have you thrown in a hole, and then we forget about the hole. Like, the fucking, like, it is literally a rule on W Place not to vandalize other people's art, and the Deltarune fans just do it anyway. Because they're all a bunch of no-life weirdos who are terminally online, coordinating on Discord, ruining what other people are trying to make, and, you know, like the people trying to make the tribute to that one racing horse that just died, who's an Uma Musume, by drawing her Uma Musume character on the map, and the Deltarune people are just obsessed with trying to ruin it, because fuck you and being nice, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh fuck, that flycatcher was on the gate. Alright, we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Warp drive active.
Warp core stabilizer, go. There we go, okay. It was literally her doing her winning pose, being happy and whimsical. I mean, yeah, and then fucking, you know, Deltarune fans gotta be a bunch of weirdos and ruin it. And they're apparently now trying to make it look like she gets beaten or something as well, because they're under this impression that the racing horse was abused, even though the racing horse died of old age at 25.
Warp drive active.
They fixed the Grass Wonder art. Okay, that's good. That's good. Racehorses are treated with a lot of love. Yeah, it's like, I seriously want these weird people who are like, all animals in any kind of like animal-based profession are abused. I really need them to just shut up and stop talking and get off the internet because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Looking especially at you, PETA. You're spreading that unironic propaganda that, you know, when sheep are, you know, sheared of their wool, that they're literally skinned alive. That is not how shearing sheep works, you fucking dumbasses. Some of the cheaper rodeos were abusive, bullfighting was abusive, but not all animal existing is... Yeah, exactly. I mean, like... Yeah, it's like, I'm not... Yeah, it's like, it happens, but it's not, like, as rampant as they want you to believe. Bikini Atoll is just SpongeBob, as it should be. As it should be. As is the Three Gorges Dam, covered with stealth bombers. And apparently on, like, the east side of the dam, it's, you know, it's a Zero-Wing Pixie versus you know, Golem 1, and on the other side of the dam, it's Monarch and Prez versus Crimson 1, as it should be. And also, yeah, just a bunch of stealth bombers, and you know, just demanding feed me the Three Gorges Dam, because that's funny. Oh shit. There's a Redden system. I don't know where he is. Turn on the warp core stab and get the fuck out of here. Iwo Jima started with a little back and forth about putting American and Japanese flags on it, and now they're drawing full-on war game style recreations of the battle. I saw that. It's like you've got this unironically obnoxious fucking, you know, autism with autism involving fucking Deltarune, and then you've got, you know, that which is actually fucking you know, great.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, we made it home with the cargo in tow. In Owari, Japan, got tons of girls on Panzer art. They are almost done with the Tiger tank. Nice. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Girls on Panzer. I've just never watched it. All right, let's check out the new ship. See, Tiamat. I've got Tiamat for my, I know, Orochi. There we go. I love those cinematics. Now time to ruin it with a custom paint job. There we go. Remember, buy Caldari products, or the Caldari state will send black battleships out to completely destroy everything you own. Girls on Panzer is a fun anime to turn your brain off and enjoy music is good too. Yeah, from what I understand, it's all about like girls in tanks fighting mock battles with each other. For I don't know why, but I mean, hey, not gonna complain. Let's see. Where is the fitting? There we go. $15 Warrior 2s? Yeah. Okay. We're probably not going to need missile range on this thing, because holy shit, it's got some range to it. 48,000 missiles ought to be enough. Right, and then just, yeah, and, yeah, there we go. All right, she is all set up. If I can't take out those sites with this thing, then I don't deserve to play Eve. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna set my my Kaldari ships this to a different skin. There we go. That looks much better. Got a matching skin, a matching custom skin that I made for my what do you call it as well? For my fucking my Nidhogger when I get one of those again, which I don't know when that will be, because that's gonna run me like 5 billion to set that up. Each country has its own school, tends to focus on the country's tank styles. Okay, so it sounds like G Gundam, but with schoolgirls and tanks. That's what it comes off to me as. Which is not a complaint, because G Gundam is fucking rad. Japan teams suck in der Film, but das Finale, they get good. Huh. I mean, yeah, of course the Japanese team would be, you know, the main characters because, you know, Japanese anime. It's kind of like why I don't begrudge The Wandering Earth for being a China Saves the Day movie, because, like, in Japan, Japan saves the day. In America, America saves the day. In China, China saves the day. That's just how movies work. It's always weirdly, because weirdly it's always like, you can't have America saving the day in movies. It's like, who says we can? It's our movies. The Japanese team is not the main team. I thought they would be because, you know, Japanese anime. All right, what's the... Oh, what kind of range am I looking at on this thing? I put the wrong type of missile in the cargo hold. Motherfucker. Alright, hold on. I fucked that up. Yeah, those are heavy missiles. I literally can't use those. Nova Fury. There we go. 14,000 Nova Fury cruise missiles. If that's not enough, then there's something severely wrong with me. Alright. Turn you off. I won't be using you all the time. Turn you off. Won't be using you all the time. Slap in missile precision. 154 kilometer lock on, 208 kilometer range with Bastion on, with Bastion off, 167. There is no way I can't clear anything outside damage range in this thing. This thing is a maximum range of 208 kilometers. Ooh, okay. Alright, we got that all set up. So... Okay, I'm gonna update this some no. Right. Cruise missile ratting golem. There we go. Did I misspell? Why do I have that on there twice? Oh. That's the one I don't want to keep. And there we go. All right. Well, you know what then? Hold on, everyone. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Finding who we're gonna raid on to. So 1 moment. All right, you know what? We're gonna raid on to We're gonna raid on to Dax. He's an artist I follow. He also does VTubing. So yeah, raid Dax T Crowley VT. Am I spelling that right? Yes, I am. All right. I will catch you all. We'll catch you all tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I will find out then. But yeah, I hope you all have a good evening, everyone. Take care. Have a good night and all that stuff. I'll catch you later. Bye.